Hey guys, it's Rob, the owner of 2A TAC Drone Services. We're just going to talk a bit about using commercial thermal drones in the summer, especially areas that have thick tree canopy. Some people say they're useless for finding pets, livestock, or humans this time of year. I can tell you 100% that's not true. Is it more difficult? Yes. But with the right timing and the right weather conditions, you can absolutely find these animals and people. The key is cooler weather, but overcast and cloudy. Those are your friends. All right, guys, here we go. So on this particular day, we had full overcast. We started the search for a missing dog at 5 a.m. And I'm going to walk you through a number of wildlife we found, many under very thick canopy. So you can see that one little tiny thermal signature. And we come in, and what do you know? Just a beautiful little fawn laying there. Now this one wasn't very obscured, but wait till you see some of the ones coming up. You definitely want to do your searches in the morning as opposed to the evening, because all the items that get warm, like as you're going to see here, this is what I call hot rocks. This is something called thermal loading. So this rock was still warm from yesterday because the day prior had been in the 90s. But we still zoom in because we just need to be certain. Now, the number one place that I find missing dogs is wetlands or wet areas. It's secluded, it's quiet, there's water sources, and there are absolutely food sources, especially for a dog. A dog will eat lots of greens like ferns. They'll actually eat things like frogs. You'd be amazed what hunger will do. Now, you see this little thermal signature. We zoom in, and it's another deer, but you can see this one is a lot more obscured than that fawn. And we're going to get to some more that are going to be even significantly more obscured. Now this one's an easy one, and it was just too cute not to include. But you can see where this doe and her beautiful fawn are just kind of going through this farmer's field, and super easy to spot. I mean, it really doesn't require any skill, but I can tell you, if it was bright and sunny out, I would not see these animals. And then here we go, and then the little guy or girl, you're gonna see her running after mom. And again, it was just a great moment to catch on camera. All right, so here we're going through an area that I would call it's not super dense forest, but it's certainly medium. Here I see something, and I zoom in, and a lot of this, guys, is just based on experience, just doing this a lot. And here you go. Here's a deer bedded down in some pretty heavy foliage. That could be your dog. But again, conditions are key, folks. All right, similar area, and I just catch this little glimpse, and then I see the telltale signature of another deer. But as you can see, as I zoom in, the deer is actually a buck, and this buck is again kind of under some cover. And then right by that buck, I just cancel that return to home on the drone, is his buddy. Although this deer is much more obscured and also stationary. So just because they're not moving doesn't mean you can't see them. So here's a case where I just caught a tiny glimpse. It's through this tree. At first I thought maybe it was a false signature, like it was part of the tree that was warmed up, but as I looked closer, I realized it definitely was moving. So I did what you do, which is you maneuver the aircraft, the drone, to get a different view. Because in this particular case, we were looking for about a 50-pound dog, so that certainly could be a 50-pound dog. And as we zoom in, as you'll see here in a second, initially I still can't tell what it is, but you can see clear movement. then it just moves into view, and there we go. And I realize you might go, how do you know that's a deer? Well, in this case, we knew we were looking for a German Shepherd that was black, and I just knew that was a deer. And I knew it wasn't a dog. So here you go, again, something very small. You see this little tick mark, and I zoom in, and here's a deer. This deer is obviously more in the open. Doesn't mind that the drone is flying above, just eating away. This one's kind of obvious at the top of the screen there. Here's another deer. I don't know what spooked the deer. Could have been the drone. I don't know. I was flying at a decent altitude. I can tell you, I fly over hundreds and hundreds of animals, and they don't move at all or react to the drone. So here you go. We've got a group of about, I think there were actually 5 deer in this group. And they're just kind of hanging out here in this little bushy area. So we're back to the thicker woods. And I just catch this little tiny tick. And I pretty much was sure I knew what it was. And yep, it's a porcupine. See them all the time. They hang out at the top of trees. They often sleep at the top of trees. And they eat trees. They actually very often kill trees. But I mean, it's fine. Porcupines got to eat. So this one was interesting because you get false signatures, but whenever you see something bright like this and it is in shadow, meaning it's obviously we're seeing it through those leaves, you know it's an animal. It has to be. And my rule is I don't move on until I can certainly say it's not your dog. So we looked at this for quite a while, and eventually we were able to determine it was a deer, but we had to be certain. And we saw the head, we saw the hooves. So that's just kind of a sneak peek, folks. I didn't want to make this super long, but I just want folks to see that in the right conditions, which are critical in the summer, you can absolutely use a thermal drone with a professional pilot who knows what they're doing and who knows how to interpret the information on the screen to find your missing animal. Coming out on a hot, sunny day is pointless, and that's why professionals don't do that. That's all. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, please like and subscribe. Take care. God bless. Bye.